What's going on, everyone?
What's happening?
It's Bass Now Radio.
It is.
I'm Andrew.
I am Lewis, and we are here.
We're here.
We're going to talk about some stuff.
We got some stuff coming up.
Disclaimer, as I have in prior podcasts, you are watching your team play playoff games.
Yeah, I'm watching the Bruins play the Islanders, who have done a great job at paying off the NHL.
Ooh,
for some great reffing.
Hot takes only.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get called for a trip on that bullshit, but
yeah, I remember a couple. I think it was the pie
episode. You were watching the Yankees.
I was watching the Yankees. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. Yep. If you hear me scream, it's because they scored.
Yep. I've been in your shoes.
Yeah, you have. And the shoes of this podcast are filled by our two great sponsors.
Wow.
You always do it. I want to be the one to do it this time.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm on top of it.
Wow.
For those of you who don't know, Deep Apparel, great fishing clothing company. Check them out, shopdeep.com. You can use the code Sunrise20 at checkout. Don't forget to capitalize that S because capitalization is important in grammar.
Nice.
And you'll receive 20% off. They make great clothing. And
where can the people get their jigs and their soft plastic and their spinner baits and their frogs?
Spinner baits, frog, especially with frog season.
Yeah.
Frog season's coming around. You got Biz Baits, True South Custom Lures.
Check them out.
Fantastic
BizBaits.com.
I know a couple guys that work there. They're pretty chill.
No, they're not. Yeah, they won't listen to this podcast anyways. I'm not worried about it.
What? No, John listens to our podcast.
He does. This is true.
What's their code?
Their code is Bass Now. It's capital B and a capital N for 10% off your next order.
Your next order.
There's some cool stuff coming out. I think we got some cool apparel things coming.
Yes, yes.
That have been hinted. Do you know about these things?
I know about these things, yes.
Yes.
I'm in the know.
Yes, yes. We're excited about these things. Me especially.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Let's see.
What are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about the College Series event on Saginaw Bay that I am leaving for tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeet.
Nice.
And
are you ready?
The Bassmaster Classic. Am I ready? No. Because a lot of the important
Am I ready? No.
A lot of the important camera and stuff that takes a long time to pack is currently in this room being utilized for this podcast. So
that's why you want to get this over with.
When we finish this, I have to carefully package everything to be ready to go for the morning.
Including this.
Yeah, all of this is coming with us.
We will be recording
our light camera
live.
All the computers.
At Saginaw Bay.
Yeah. It all has to come with us, and it's important that I pack it safely so it arrives in an operational condition.
I've got an idea. We've done about, this is what happens in this podcast. If you've never heard our podcast before,
we do a lot of things on the fly.
Yeah, a lot of times we plan out what our episodes are going to be while we're on the podcast. So here we are.
We're a very fluid podcast.
Yes, we let the people know.
Rigid plan. Just so you know, literally nothing we say is planned. We
have
no clue what's coming out of our mouths as we do.
At one point in time, we planned out pro series things, but no. We don't do that anymore.
No, we don't do that anymore. No.
But we'll be talking about a special event that goes on this week because I feel like it's
Bassmaster Classic. That's the other thing we'll be discussing.
Yes.
We got the Classic. We got Saginaw.
Yes. But what if this is the pre-Saginaw epi?
Pre.
What if we record the post-game epi there the night after the tournament ends? The night the tournament ends.
That could be interesting.
Because we're going to have a pretty quick turnaround. I mean, right now it's Wednesday. I think the tournament would start a week from today. Is it a Wednesday, Thursday tournament?
Wednesday, Thursday tournament.
Yeah.
We could do that because I can post it on Friday when I get home.
Yeah.
After
it's a funky
haul of a drive.
It's a funky schedule with the tournament being in the middle of the week. So maybe we'll switch things up a little bit. We might like it a little better.
Yeah.
Because we, things.
I'm down for that. Post game.
Cool.
Interviews. I love it.
This is going to be interesting. Do you know why?
Why?
We and just about everybody else knows nothing.
Literally nothing. I have hunches
Yeah.
that may or may not be true.
By the way, we are probably the second most famous podcast in the fishing world to drink Founders Brewing while we're recording.
Oh,
There's
nice.
that.
You're bringing a little Ike Live into the studio. I like it.
Continue.
Yeah, Saginaw is coming up. It's a week from today. Starts first day. We have a week to practice.
You do. Some do.
Some do. I don't know how many people are actually going to be there this weekend. So for those you don't know,
I don't know how many people are going to be there, period.
Today is Wednesday.
Yep.
When we're recording this. This will drop tomorrow, Thursday. I will be there practicing by Friday. I have no idea how many people are going to be out there.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to be
Classic.
out there. I don't know how many people are going, period, due to Classic,
no
due
idea.
to finals, due to, well, probably not finals at this point.
Get out of here. What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah. You know what I meant.
No, I don't.
Did all kinds of things. You know, a lot of times people sign up for all four, qualify at one of the others, don't go to the last one, especially when it's in Michigan.
Low key want as many people to go as possible.
Yeah, I'm going to say
that cut line to be like way to flick up there.
I think it's going to be similar to St. Lawrence, and that's going to be like around 150. 150 to 200.
I think it's going to be I was going to say 180 to 200 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird year.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because Cumberland, I think, was what, 190?
The other thing is you got Lay Lake and the
wild card.
So
people got a chance to go.
After, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a haul for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think there'll be about 150. But exciting nonetheless. It is a shorter drive for most than the St. Lawrence was.
Yeah.
And will be. But we know nothing. I think I'm probably going to leave sometime late Saturday, try and get there mid-morning to midday on Sunday. That's my plan. I kind of like it. No real preconceived notions. I mean,
no idea what it's going to be like. Nothing like that.
I sneezed. Go ahead.
Have you looked at the weather?
No.
I think weather will be a factor.
Let's look.
From what I've seen, beautiful.
Don't tell me wind.
But windy.
Oh, that could mean.
And on a place like Saginaw,
that could be postponement.
That could be big.
Could be postponement, literally. Could be changing of the tournament hours and days.
Let's
see here.
So, I
don't see none of the such. Ooh, I do see this.
Now you see, yes.
Wednesday, not so bad. Thursday, so bad.
Yeah.
Friday, so bad. Saturday, so bad. Okay, so.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I saw the wind, and I'm like, I'm going to fish this like it's a one-day tournament.
Well, it seems like it's a west-southwest, so mostly a west wind. And I know it's a huge bay, but I believe that's not a bad direction. I mean, obviously it's a week out.
It's not terrible because it's not like it's going down. It's not like
it's coming out of this way. So, I mean, if you go out there and the weather is correct, coming back is going to be a heck of a ride. A heck of a ride. But
for those of you that have never been on the ocean,
get ready for it.
You're about to be.
Yeah. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. That could change some things. My guess would be they run it regardless. If it's west,
I think it's going to be a 2-day, no matter what.
If the direction is running the way it's supposed to, which there's no way of knowing that, yes, 2-day event as per usual. But you're going to be taking a big time risk if you run.
Yeah.
Tough moment here.
So yeah, I am probably gonna practice like it's gonna be big.
Yeah.
There are some areas that I would very much like to go and fish that I think are gonna be stupid for smallmouth.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you're gonna get to them.
I know of an area.
I think you and I are probably looking at the same area.
Is it this area?
Yeah.
Yep.
You and I.
That area looks really good.
I was looking at Navionics and I'm like,
that's the only area that looks really good. The only problem
I see smallmouth.
The only problem is I can't get there regardless.
Yeah, it's like a 45 or 50 mile run.
Yeah. You just gave away to the people where your area is.
I don't care. I don't think many people are gonna make it.
It's true. You ain't.
I'm not. I'm gonna tell you.
That death machine.
I'm gonna tell you that I'm looking at the right side of the lake, way up there, or right side of the bay, because I will 100% tell you it looks amazing. I ain't going there.
Yeah, if the weather stays accurate, yeesh.
There ain't no way.
Yeah, I mean, I think we know that smallmouth will play. I think we know that largemouth will play. I don't know at all what will win. I think you can probably win on largemouth. I think everybody's going to assume it's going to be one on smallmouth, but there really isn't much of a way to know.
I think the assumption.
I think both big bags of both are to be had.
The assumption, and from what I've seen from a lot of college anglers' Instagram stories, is the assumption that this is going to be smallmouth on beds.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I actually think largemouth are going to play a lot more than people think.
Can we find out? We can find out. Go ahead, continue.
I don't see smallmouth. Don't get me wrong. You're going to catch smallmouth on beds, most likely. I just don't think it's going to be amazing.
Not going to be like
it's going to be. Yeah, it's not going to be St. Lawrence. It's a much bigger body of water. It's going to be a lot harder to find them. What's the water temp right now? I'm assuming you're looking at water temp.
Water temp is going to tell us a lot.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't see smallmouth playing as much as everyone is expecting it to play. I really don't. So
I think they'll play. I think they'll definitely play. I just don't know that it's going to be like a straight betting tournament like St. Lawrence.
I think that you should practice for both. I think it's good to practice for both. I think
you can win on either.
I think there's going to be mixed bag.
Here's the problem you run into on a body of water like this. The largemouth water tends to be good, really good, but really limited.
Yeah.
Especially for your better quality fish.
Yeah.
So you run into an issue there for sure. Okay, this is updated 6 minutes ago. Saginaw Bay, right at the island in the middle. You know where I'm talking about if you've looked at anything.
You got for water temp.
The waves are 2 to 3 foot right now.
Oh yeah. No, there's for those you don't know, there is legitimately a NOAA surf forecast.
Yeah, I believe it.
For Saginaw Bay.
Water temp is about 66 right now.
Yeah.
For reference, now that's not to say, because I've seen smallmouth at the St. Lawrence spawn in July in 73-degree water temperatures. So there will be fish on beds to be caught. Absolutely. No questions asked. But for reference, for those who don't know much about smallmouth, they usually start about 57 to 58 when we arrived for practice for the St. Lawrence 2 years ago. Do you remember the water temp? I do.
Wasn't it 55?
It was about 56.
Yeah.
When we arrived at the St. Lawrence,
56 or something.
the first day of practice, the water temperature was about 56, and the first day of the tournament, it blew up betting-wise. Really like the day or two before the tournament.
Yeah.
So, don't look forward to that, especially considering
it's going to be hot.
I believe it is going to be pretty hot.
It's going to be hot.
By their standards.
It's going to be really nice.
Leading up to the day of the tournament, you got 85, 81, 84, 86, 81.
That's hot.
And you got a cold front coming with the tournament.
Of course, but naturally.
There'll definitely be fish on beds. I don't know that it'll be the dominant technique. It can be. It certainly can be. But I think just as well, since that bite should kind of be going away, largemouth could play, post-spawn smallmouth could play. So you're going to see a mix.
I think you're going to see a lot of techniques. I think that's going to be kind of cool.
I don't think it's going to be like St. Lawrence in that the dominant people in the tournament were fishing, betting smallmouth, or just even one technique in general. I think it's going to be kind of all over the place, which is good. Kind of gives more people a shot, especially on a fishery that's not very well known. There's not a ton of bass fishing information on it.
No, there really isn't.
No.
I think that we're all looking forward to trying to catch some walleyes.
Andrew,
I'm a little confused on why there wasn't a penalty called right there, but that's all right.
Andrew is just sad.
That's the reference for this. The NHL has decided that the Islanders are winning this series. Apparently,
Andrew is sad.
So I don't know. I think that
you just completely lose everything you had going.
Completely lost my train of thought because the New York Islanders are trash. This guy down here is literally like holding down one of the Bruins, but that's not a holding penalty or nothing. There's not a rule against that or anything.
He's sad. He's sad, folks. Maybe more angry than sad, but sad.
Look, my uncle just texted me. This is horrible.
They're sad. They're sad.
Oh, the first Bruins Isles game next year. Don't you worry. Y'all better keep your heads up. We're coming for you.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna go out and win Saginaw or 0.
You're gonna try to.
At least try to.
Yeah, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff going on. You're gonna see. I mean, the other thing you got to remember. Middle of the bay is 66. On the bank, it could be 70.
I think it's going to be 70.
And in the river, it could be 75 very easily. I've seen that on the St. Lawrence very many times where you have a huge water temperature change in the backwaters versus on the main lake. It's just because of how much water flows through those Great Lakes.
How much do you think the river is going to play compared to the bay?
I don't think it will compared.
Do you think the bay is the place to be?
I think if you're largemouth fishing or smallmouth fishing, the bay is the place to be. There's a lot of tributaries coming off the bay. I think there will be people fishing off in the river, and I think there will be a lot of teams that qualify in the river, especially given the wind forecast, if it stays that way. I think winning-wise, your winning weights are going to come out of the bay. I've seen it on the St. Lawrence very similarly, where a lot of times those little like side canals and stuff will hold a ton of largemouth.
Yes.
A ton of them. But the biggest ones tend to live on the main river or closer to it. So I think that your bigger largemouth, especially given that if you look at a map of Saginaw or satellite, there's a ton of vegetation.
Oh, yeah.
On the main bay. On the main bay. I think that the bigger class largemouth, for whatever reason, it's that way on these giant bodies of water. Those bigger, larger ones are going to live out there.
No, I've been doing some research on the place, and I actually found a really interesting article that talked about how the smallmouth fishing took off because the water level in the lake dropped like 3 or 4 foot, and people couldn't fish the vegetation that they used to be able to fish for the largemouth. And apparently in recent years, they have let the lake come back up to normal pool, and you can now get back to the spots. And I've heard that the largemouth fishing from these articles I've been reading is supposed to be just as equally good as the smallmouth fishing now because they essentially weren't touched that much for a couple of years.
Well, there's one flaw with that.
Yes.
It's that I don't think anyone lets the water in or out of the Great Lakes.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it dropped or anything.
Yeah, probably just drought or whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Especially after spring rains. I mean, you'd think that the water, I mean, we can find that out too. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what causes the lake levels in there to fluctuate because they're such big bodies of water.
Yeah.
But the author of the article was very adamant on it being low for like 3 to 4 years.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And then, yeah, I mean, I saw a similar thing to what you're talking about in an article with like, if you get into the right like tributaries off the bay, it could be like that little like pond area at St. Lawrence, where it's just giants like swimming around everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you're a lucky guy and you happen to find one of those, good on you. You could potentially win back there.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that, I think. So the water is 20 inches lower than last June currently. That's just some food for thought. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think that it'll be one on the river or on the bay / lake. You almost want to call it the lake and the river.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of fish will be caught in the river, especially given the forecast. I think it's a safe place. It's a smart place to fish. They might even cut us off to it. I don't want to say that, but it's possible. Wouldn't be shocked.
I don't think so. I don't think there's enough water in there for them to do it.
Probably not, but who knows? That being said, I mean, a lot of fish are going to be caught. It's going to be really exciting. A lot of people are going to catch a lot of fish, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
I can't wait to get down there.
Given the time of year and the untouched nature of it, I think a lot of fish will be caught.
If y'all want to see some cool video from it, check out my Instagram. I'm posting a lot.
What's going on this week? I guess we're kind of.
What do you mean?
Well, the next time you'll see us will be after the tournament.
After Saginaw. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll post Saginaw.
Winning weight guess.
Winning weight guess. 2 days, 44 pounds.
I'm going to go 42 and a half.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Cut weight. Say we got, I'll say top 20.
So top 20, I think it's a good shot, especially given working down. I'm going to go 15 and a half. So 31 pounds.
I'm going to say 17.
Okay.
A day.
Okay. I think there'll be a fall off.
I think it's going to fall off. I think that the 15th through like 50th are going to be extremely close. And then I think it's going to drop after there.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I think at least 50 boats are going to catch them pretty good.
Okay. I like it.
I think I know a lot of people are going to catch a lot of fish.
Yeah, I think so.
I think a lot of people are going to catch a lot of 1.5, 2 pounders. It seems like it's one of those places where you're going to.
I hope so.
You're going to be able to get a crazy bite.
I hope so. Given that the bass fishing seems to be relatively unpressured, not unpressured, but like there's not a ton. Like
no, it's definitely not. Like St. Clair is what, like 45 minutes?
Exactly. There's a lot of places in the area that get a lot more pressure.
Yeah.
And it's a time of the year where there's going to be fish biting somewhere, almost everywhere. So should be pretty good. But
this week, what other big event is happening?
The Bassmasters Classic on Lake Ray Roberts, which no one's ever heard of.
And I was gonna say a lake no one's ever heard of in Texas.
Yes.
Dallas. It's near Dallas.
Fort Worth. Yeah.
Or Fort Worth. Yeah, Dallas. Fort
same
Worth.
thing.
Pretty much same thing.
Somebody from Texas is currently
someone from Texas is like, you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm bummed that we're not going.
I am too.
But
it's really weird. I don't know about you.
Well, it's the first time I've missed it in like 4 years.
It's the first time I missed it in 3.
So, wow, then maybe it's 5 for me. No, 4. Yeah, it's still 4. Yeah.
What was the year before Hartwell?
That was...
Because that was my first, and I've been to all of them since, except for this one. Did you go to the one before that? Because the Hartwell was my first. I've been to Hartwell, Knoxville, Gunnersville.
I don't remember what was before Hartwell.
It might have been Grand Lake.
No, I didn't go to that one, though.
I don't know, though. I'm not sure.
No,
I'll fact check.
I'm going to look.
But yeah.
You keep talking.
Oh, you didn't go. It was Conroe.
Yes. No, I didn't go that way. Yeah, that was Hartwell.
Yeah, so we've both been to the last 3. It's weird. It's really weird not going.
Yeah.
Like I've been seeing all the hype and the excitement.
So many people have been messaging me like, yo, were you going to the Classic? And that's why I put out the story. I was like,
I'm bummed, man.
I'm not going.
It didn't really hit me until this week. It didn't hit me till this week, and I'm bummed.
Because college bass scheduled a by the way,
that's not it for me. I just
got
Texas.
Such a big kick out of Carhartt posting the college thing.
Why?
Because they scheduled a college tournament for freaking 4 days after the Classic.
Well, they did that before, and we went.
When? Where? Why? When?
We went to, I think, Knoxville.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Smith was like 2 weeks before.
No. Smith Lake was like 4 days after. Uh-huh. I'm certain of it.
No, because I was supposed to go to the Snowboard National Championship, and the only reason I didn't go is because of the Classic.
Yeah, and Smith was the next week.
He goes,
you're about to see more disappointment. You're about to see
I've just been constantly disappointed tonight. That's just
you're about
been
to see more disappointment on Andrew's
the story
face.
of the day. The Bruins are losing 4-1.
What year is that? 19?
19. Classic was mid-March on Hartwell.
All right. Let's see here. Bassmaster College Series.
Smith Lake.
Wait, no. Bassmaster Classic, Tennessee River, Knoxville, March 15th through the 17th. Smith Lake started March 21st.
Fudge off.
So they've done this before.
Ending podcast, I'm going to eat.
Don't blame college bass. Blame it that it's in Texas, because that's really why we're not going.
Fine. It's fine.
You know it's true.
No, because I still wouldn't go, though, because, like, you practice.
I know, but...
You're like 2 days of practice if you stay through Sunday.
Yeah.
Not even 2 days.
I wasn't going to go. I wish... In hindsight, I really wish I had. We will be there next year for sure, and the next year for sure.
For sure.
We may or may not know the location.
Yes.
Some may, some may
not. Some may not.
Yeah. What do you think? You have a pick. You have a gut pick. Ray Roberts, Texas. Shallow, deep. Could be a little both. Could be some, could be none.
This is a tough question.
Why?
Because my gut pick is Zaldane.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I've picked him this year on fantasy, he tanks. So I don't know. I really don't know.
I have a gut pick for this one.
What's your gut pick?
I have nothing behind it, which is usually how my gut picks go.
Yeah.
No reason. Brandon Cobb.
I have him picked on my fantasy.
Very good. I like Brandon Cobb.
I guess you and I have the same gut feeling.
A lot. I also like Austin Felix a lot.
No, not Felix.
They're my like 1, 2, but for no reason gut picks. Like zero reason at all. That being said, if I was going logical, I think this is a classic that, since it's on a place that not a lot of people have fished, I think that the guys that, not necessarily the guy who wins, but I think you'll see a lot of the guys that do well in other classics do well in this one. I think that the classic hype and like the showing up for the big event is a real thing.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I really believe in it. And I think that the first timers, regardless of where it is, struggle in the classic.
Yeah.
It's the big lights, the big stage, the 3 media days in a week. You know, a lot of guys talk about, a lot of guys talk about no sleep during it. It's a grind. It's a huge week in fishing. It's probably the biggest. And because of that, I think you see a lot of first timers, first qualifiers struggle. Yeah. And I think that will go the same this week, especially because it's on a lake that not many people know. Maybe not, because not many people know it. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it.
I'm very curious. I think we've actually brought this up on this podcast before. I'm very curious how they're going to transport fish, because it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
And
we talked about this.
I think it's kind of a haul.
We talked about this when they changed it.
Yeah, from Ray Roberts down to Dallas.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what they do for that. I'm definitely certainly a little concerned about that, but
Gene Gilliland is having night terrors currently.
We'll see what happens, eh?
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. Watch it on the road some. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's something. Watch it while I'm packing. Watch it while I'm changing my oil on Saturday. Watch it while I'm doing homework on Saturday. Nice. Watch it at work on Friday.
Watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I will catch the first half of the day, because I'll be driving to the other half of the way on Friday.
Watch it while driving.
Oh yeah, I'm going to.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what the signal is out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're really close to Flint.
We are.
So bring bottled water.
Who are you rooting for?
Who am I rooting for? I would really like to see Swindle win.
He's not going fishing.
Oh, that's right. He's not fishing this
week.
Who do I want to see win then?
I have my pick for who I want to see win. Who I'm rooting for, per se.
Are you rooting for a vet?
I'm rooting for Stephen Kennedy.
Oh, interesting.
I love me some Stephen Kennedy. I love the noises he makes, and I want to see him do well.
Seeing Swindle's not. I forget that he's not going. Mm-hmm. That's right. He was talking about that in the Luke Duncan podcast. I'll go for hometown guy, I guess, Jake Whitaker.
Okay. Okay. I see.
I mean, obviously would like to have a classic winner.
Wow.
Come from UNC Charlotte.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Apparently, obviously is like the one that really gets me.
It is.
Although I did coffee someone hard the other day. I think I told you about that.
Yeah, coffee. Hey, how you doing?
Had a coffee porter, and I asked, and the bartender's like, "What'd you say?" And
Tough.
I'm like, "Fine, I'll slow it down. Coffee.
Tough.
Coffee.
Tough.
Yeah.
I say it the same way. Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Cool.
How do you say coffee? Comment down below. I'm sure all you are going to say. I'm going to say coffee.
No one's going to comment.
Now one person can comment.
That's the last thing.
To prove him
Of
wrong.
all the things that they're going to comment, it's not going to be that. But I hope it is.
Why are we getting? Are we getting controversial again? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I don't know. Maybe somebody looks back at one of the road episodes and says,
Yeah.
for the controversial episodes we have had.
To the ones that we have had.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
On that note.
Yeah, no, I don't know what else to talk about. I don't know what technique is going to win. I think it's probably going to be a deep bite. Would you assume?
I think so too, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
Judging by like the guys that fishing it picked like Bill Lowen a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I know what the deal is with that.
Either they're feeling he's on a bite, or there's a shallow bite going on, or it's I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, I feel like if they're deep, then Patty Walters is a safe.
A lot of people are thinking that.
Because
yeah,
electronics god.
yeah. I think Polinick's a good pick.
I thought about Polinick, but he's had a couple of good events back to back.
Yeah, that's
Luck runs out.
momentum.
Not luck.
No such thing.
Let's be real here. It's
no
fishing.
Such thing. No such thing. It doesn't exist. Luck is not a real thing.
Luck is definitely a real thing. Get out of here.
Not real.
Yep.
That could be a podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Topic. Holy.
Ooh.
You want to see Lewis get fucking hot. You want to see Lewis get hot.
Luck is very much a thing.
Cap. So we'll catch you next week.
We'll catch you next week. Post Saginaw Bay.
Post Saginaw Bay.
We'll have
with hopefully a couple of the
lovely
boys.
people on. Bryson. Probably just Bryson.
John Kirk.
John Kirk, yeah.
John, Pope, Walker, Leslie.
Maybe.
We shall see.
We'll see. I don't feel like censoring that much of a podcast.
It's fair. It's fair.
It's a lot of work after a 14-hour. By the way, that is my drive home. Have you looked at the drive home for you?
Yeah, it's about the same as drive there.
Well, then, no, it's not the same for me then. I'm like 14 and a half hours.
You got to go like this. You got to go, and
No,
I
I
just
have
got
to go. You know how dumb it is? If we could drive through Canada, it'd be so much faster.
I know. It's tough.
You got to go down, and then across, and then up, and then across.
Yes, you know, I just got to go
going across.
I just go down, across.
Yeah, no,
You have to go back up. I don't have to go back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at, and I was like,
It's tough. It's just
I have to go over the Tappan Z
moment. Oh, the old Tappan Z.
Tappan Z. I had the
That
option.
makes so little sense to me.
What?
Do you have to go over the Tappan Z going up or down?
What do you mean?
North or south on Tappan Z?
North.
So you're going like to Jersey and then up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to dump into
You want to spend a day or two?
Dump into 95.
You want to spend a day or two? Do some salty
my
fishing?
family would kill me.
You're going to be there
But
for a couple weeks.
I do want to come down and salty fish.
That's the
definitely
only
happening.
opportunity you're getting.
What?
Unless August, which I think you'll probably be back here for.
Well, I don't know yet. It depends on what happens with the qualifying there.
Come for a day.
I'll think about it.
I'll catch some tuners.
I'll think about it. I'm sure by that point I'll be freaking dead.
Some tuners.
Freaking dead, man.
Tuners.
Dead.
Actually, you probably shouldn't because it's Father's Day, one of those days. So tough.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to Boston on Saturday. So.
We'll come down Monday. We'll go tuna fishing.
Okay, see that sounds better. All right, yeah, we're done here.
Yes, we're done.
People don't want to hear us make plans.
I know. We're done.
But we appreciate anyone that stuck around for
it. Yep, we
do. Lewis is offering to take you all out on Tuna Boat.
No, I'm not. It's false. It's a lie. Fake news.
And I'm going to go cry into my cereal because the Boston Bruins are most likely eliminated from Stanley Cup playoffs. So.
Have a nice night.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Classic.
Let's go Saginaw Bay and Steve Kennedy.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.